everybody. Welcome to At America TV. The 30 days of a spiritual journey of fasting throughout the day have ended. We are now celebrating it as a moment to rejoice and get together with our closest ones and family members. In this episode of Pop-Up Throwback, let's take a stroll down memory lane with workshops at America. We'll feature past collaborations with American and Indonesian experts to watch together with your closest ones. Dance the night away as we kick off Hispanic Heritage Month with a dash of salsa. Learn from American-based Damaris Morales as she shared the steps and rhythm of salsa.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Duani Bahar. I am the co-founder of Cuban Salsa Indonesia. So thank you at America for having this virtual event where we are going to discuss about the Hispanic heritage in Latin country and the influence to the societies around the world. With the theme of the night, Salsa Night. Woo! So I hope you are excited as I am. I will be your moderator today, and also later on, I will also be your demonstrator for the salsa dance together with my partner, Stacy Huang. She is a professional dancer and instructor who is now based in the US. Please welcome Damaris Morales. Okay, so you ready for tonight, Damaris?
Yes, totally ready.
Yes.
Ready for
Alright,
some dancing, ready for some
Yes.
chatting.
So, yeah, since this is the theme of the night, so can you tell us more about the history of salsa?
Yes. So as I said before, because of the need of work, then they brought the slaves from Africa, and that brought many things that influence in the salsa music nowadays, which is the congas, the timbales, all those stuff, the percussive stuff, the clave, all that comes from the African influence. But then from the Spanish influence, we have the guitar and probably the influence of the piano, which comes from the European cultures, the more refined kind of stuff. But all that confluence in the same kind of music and then give the flavor that have today. So in Cuba, the progress of it actually starts since end of the 1800s, 19th century. So where song, S-O-N, song was created. It's a music and a dance that it is a combination of all these factors and then became very popular in Cuba. Very popular to the level that it transcended to the 20th century. It's in the middle of the 20th century, in the 40s, late 40s, beginnings of 50s, that in Cuba was so popular to the point that they have increased terms and make it more complicated and then become national-wise. Then because of the immigration, natural immigration, looking for better ways to make their life, musicians and dancers as well migrate to US. So it's in the 50s where in Cuba was already popular, but nowhere else in the world. It's in the end of 60s, beginning of 70s, that then by the natural immigration, the musicians and dancers come to US and then decided to put together rhythms that were already famous in their country. I'm talking about Colombia, I'm talking about Puerto Rico, I'm talking about Venezuela, or all those countries that have the same makeup. They have the Aborigine, they have the Spanish, and they also have the African influence. So, and they have the same upbringing of the music. I mean, we have the cumbia, we have the plena, we have all those kind of rhythms that are very similar, but different itself. So they decided in New York to put it all together, and then that mixture is what gave birth to what we know today as salsa. But back then, they actually didn't even have a name for it. So it is actually in Venezuela in some radio program that someone asked the question, so how do you call this? And they were like, well, it had flavor, it had spice, let's just call it salsa. Salsa as in sauce,
Right.
like what we use for food or for eating. So the action of mixing ingredients to reach a flavor, to reach a certain amount of spiciness in our food, that is what gave birth to the idea of naming that music and by consequence, the dance salsa. But in their countries where all those rhythms that got together were born, they kept on naming it. They kept on calling that what they used to call. So in Cuba, for example, it was casino because where people used to go dancing, it was called Casino de La Habana. So they named they used to call their dance casino up till today. If you go to Cuba and you ask somebody to dance with salsa music, you said let's dance casino. But then in Colombia, they used to call their dance cumbia, and they are up till today and like that. But nobody actually make a problem out of to call it salsa. Let's do a salsa, no problem. But with that name is more well known in the U.S. and the rest of the world, rather than in the countries where the origin of all these musics are made. So that's the way it is.
Later on, Damaris will explain more details about the salsa music, the beat of it, and the music itself, right?
Yes,
And
yes, yes.
and we are going to dance together. Yes. While
Yes,
Stacy will show the basic step, he will explain about it, and I will also demonstrate later how to do it in couple. But
exactly.
but well, hopefully everyone is excited as I am. I'm ready to get up on the floor and dance already.
So for dancing, we will always do 3 step and stop, and then 3 more step and stop, and like that until the end of the music. So that's why whenever we use the dancing, whenever we are learning, we do 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And this, I'm talking about the step. So in the step, we do 1, 2, 3, stop, 5, 6, 7, stop. And why do I say 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7? In the case for the ladies, for example, we are always going to do 1, 2, 3 with the right foot. And then in the case of the boys, we are going to do 1, 2, 3 with the left foot. Yeah, so ladies, right foot always first, and then boys, left foot always first. Okay? Then in the case of the body, then we never stop. The body just do quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. What do I mean by that? Will be quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. While our step do 1, 2, 3, stop, 5, 6, 7, stop. So in their step, there is stopping, not in our body. Our body keep on swaying. Okay? So let's check how to do that. Let's see. So now, Duane and Stacy, with the help of Duane and Stacy, we are going to learn how to do that. We are going to start by the basic step. Cuban salsa have 3 basic steps. We have walking step, first basic step, and second basic step. We are going to be learning how to do that without music first. Then later on, we are going to do it with the music. And then we're going to see how is it done by couple. So that will be always the order, and you're welcome to join all of it if you want to stand up and join. Okay? So now for the first, we're going to go into the walking step. But before to go into the step, let's listen to the music. Let's find the beat for dancing. Let's listen to the music. We are going to try to find the beat of dancing. So Duani and Stacy, please play the music and let's see how to do the beat of the music. So Stace, by claps, try to follow the music. Okay, perfect. You know, by the problem with the internet and stuff, for some of you, it might have a delay in the sound, but then it's sort of like that. Let's try to follow it in their case. So for the first step, as I mentioned before, we are going to do the walking step. So for the walking step, as I said, the ladies will start with the right foot and the boys will start with the left foot. This step is always on your flat foot. We are going to slide. We can go forward, backwards, sideways, turning around, anywhere you can do it. When we go by ourselves, then we just use our arms in front of our belly, swinging opposite to our hips. When we do it in couple, then we use the close embrace position. Okay? So now I leave it to Stacy to show you, demonstrate first without music, later with the music, and then later on together with Duani.
Okay, thank you, Damaris. So for this walking step, I always tell to my students that ladies are always right. Yeah, guys, no offense. It doesn't mean that guys are always wrong, no. But ladies always start with their right foot, and the guys will always start with their left foot. Now, the walking step, so we bend our knees a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We can also make circle. We can also move. We can turn our body like this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay?
Yes, exactly like that. So now with the music. Yes, awesomely done. So as you can see, guys, when you do the couple situation, when you do this work, then you can actually go anywhere. That's why it's called walking step. You can go forward, back, sideways, turn around, as you saw in the demonstration by Duan and Stacy. Okay, so that was once again the walking step. Now we're gonna go into the first basic step. And we call it the first basic step because normally we start by doing that one first. So in the case of this step, it's going to be done on the spot. We are not going to be moving much around. And that one, for the ladies, we still stick to the right foot first, and for the boys, with the left foot first. In this case as well, we are going to be facing each other later on in couple and using the close embrace as well. So to learn this step, we are going to be stepping back in the ball of your feet, and then on the spot, and then going back to the initial position, and then with the other foot, stepping back to the fall of your feet, and then on the spot, and then getting back to the initial position. It's very important that you guys remember that there is no need to bring the heel of your feet to the ground, because then that will lock your knee, and that will bring sort of sharp move that is not as sway as it should be if you keep your knees bended. But then I will leave Stacy once again to explain a bit more detailful the movement.
Okay, so like Damaris said, ladies, we start with our right, and guys, we start with our left. Now, slowly, I'm going to use the lady step. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now I want everyone here to stand up and start doing with me slowly before we try with music. Okay? 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Remember, do not lock your knees. So bend a bit to help your hip to move naturally. Okay, once again. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Is anybody...
Okay, so now with the music.
Say it again, Damaris.
Now with the music.
Okay.
Perfect. As you can see, as you all guys can see in the dancing part, the holding of this position for this, the hand of the guy will swing in and outward, following the footstep, the footwork. So if we go back with the right foot or the left in the case of the guy, then it will swing inwards and then outward in the case of the other foot. So let's do it without music and very slow.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. From this side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
So if Duan and Stacy will be as helpful to stand up and then maybe show a bit of the differences of just a bit of the basic. How is LA style and New Year style done? Holding hands and then line wise. And then just a bit of the Cuban style when you move around. Well, when we show the basic steps, just by doing the walking step, you saw that you could go circle wise. And later on in the demonstration, you will show more of how is the Cuban style. But for now, let's just show the LA style, New Year style, and maybe a bit of the Colombian.
next with us. Yeah. I again. So we start with the LA style. The LA style first. LA style, Puerto Rican style, almost the same. We do linear. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Always come back to the same line. Oh, I do Cuban style already. Sorry. LA style. We go linear back to the same line.
Yeah. So now in the case of the New Year style, the difference is that you can actually start by holding together and then going to holding hands. But well, it is not a must, but it's a bit of the difference in that sense. In the case of the Colombian style, we start by holding each other and then after that going to the hand holding as well. So as I said before, Colombian style is a from the Latin countries, so we are possessive and passionate, so we hold close embrace. So you guys go ahead and show the Colombian a bit. Yeah, so mostly Colombian style, we have basic step, the first basic step, back and back, and then turning around circle wise. Oh my God. Bravo, bravo.
Now, Thanksgiving Day will be complete with a gathering with family and loved ones around tables, overflowing with food and drink. Chef Ivan shares some helpful tips to prepare exciting dishes for Thanksgiving.
I will be accompanied by one of the top chefs in Jakarta. Please welcome Chef Ivan.
Thank you very much to At America to once again inviting me to be back here. I know it's been 2 years. Last year I was doing I did a Zoom in here because of the pandemic and everything, and I'm glad to be back here. And today is a very special day because it's a Thanksgiving Day. It's one of the biggest celebration in the United States. If you heard about Thanksgiving, is you always heard about turkey, pumpkin pie, pecan pie, all about those things. Yeah, it's a big celebration in the U.S. So if you guys been to pumpkin patch, or if you live in the farm in the States, you will go there a lot and spend there during Thanksgiving. And also, normally we invite people to come over to our house, and we share foods, and then have a chat and have a good food. That's actually that giving thanks for everything, all we did in a year. So common food on the Thanksgiving, normally They do turkey. Some people do roast beef as well, or glazed ham. But commonly, if you think about Thanksgiving, it's always been turkey. And then a lot of side dishes all around Americas. One of the favorite is like green bean casserole, mac and cheese or corn, apple pie, and also turkey comes with the stuffing. It's basically everything that you input in the cavity, you cook it again, and then you season it, and it become like a stuffing, like a side dishes for turkey, and also mashed potato and gravy. Everybody loves that, and a lot of pies. So it's actually all the item here are from fall season. So they got apple, they get corn, they get pumpkin. You probably know from Halloween as well. Halloween is very close. It's in October, so it's November. So this always it's very close, and the type of vegetable that is available are almost the same. And normally they do also like fall vegetable, like if in the US they get like rutabaga, carrots, different type of carrots, and beans. So they get a bean casserole and cranberry. They make a sauce out of it. We're gonna come to the cooking demo. Today we're gonna do a roast chicken. I will give you tips. I'm not really cooking the chicken because we have limited time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
But I will do a little bit about tips and how everything. If you have a chicken, you have a family at home, and you want to make a roast chicken at home, you can do this easy method. Yeah.
Okay. Give a big round of applause for Chef Ivan for the presentation. Okay. What are we going to cook? Of course, roast chicken.
Roast chicken.
Yeah, we have it here prepared by you.
Mm-hmm.
So, beside the Black Friday and the parade, what was your best experience that you have during Thanksgiving?
Especially Thanksgiving, because I was in the States. I was invited over to my friend's house, which is American, and they have a feast, basically, like table full of foods, and they invite you over, and you have a chat and getting to know their family and their friends and everything. I think it's the best time.
Yeah,
It's
of
the
course.
best time of the season. I think my favorite is Christmas, though.
Okay.
It's the second best.
Yeah.
But Thanksgiving is always happy because we always eat the good food,
Yeah.
and you always see a lot of discount on the shops and everything. So it's one of the best time.
Okay.
So,
So let's do the
Okay.
cooking the roast chicken, chef. What do we have other
Okay.
than the chicken, of course?
I got the chicken here. Of course, you need a chicken. So I would recommend you to have young chicken because it's the flesh is soft. If you buy chicken that is old, it's a little bit tough, and you have to perhaps marinate it with brine or something, so it's not tough. But now I have a young chicken. Yeah. So anyway,
Do you need help?
it's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, we get the chicken. So I will teach you a little bit. So the chicken, if you leave the chicken like that, the leg will spread away. But when you put it in the oven, they will cook unevenly. So all you have to do, you want to have to trust the chicken. So I mean to tie with the not trust the chicken. I trust the chicken because I will make it good. So the easy way to do it, just go underneath the chicken. Okay, so you make a cross and you pull the leg up. Yeah. Up. And you tie them. Yeah. That's the best way to
So-
cross the chicken. Yeah.
I think everybody's at home watching. If you guys have the chicken in the refrigerator, you can start practicing while Chef Ivan is here.
All right.
Okay.
So I think you have.
Is it must be very tight, or we can loosen up?
Yeah,
a bit?
I think we have to be tight enough so it won't get loose, because sometimes because of the heat of the oven, it will get loose, and when everything goes back, and it will cook unevenly. So the second thing, some people like to put the wingtip underneath like that, but some people like it like that. Just leave it as is. I like it as is, but I just normally I put aluminum foil, so the wingtip don't get burned. Yeah. So in here, okay. So okay, let me move it here. Is truss is ready to go, and before you can brush it with a little oil, or if you have butter at home, you can melt the butter a little bit, and then have a brush and brush the chicken. Yeah. So the idea of brushing the chicken is to so that if you season the chicken with salt and pepper, it will stick on the skin. So if you don't brush it, it will fall off easily. Yeah. And one more thing before I forgot, when there is a wishbone in the chicken in the front, close to the breast, in the intersection there. So if you, I normally like to take the wishbone out, because when you carve the chicken or turkey, you will get full meat. So, and then about the roast chicken, you have to turn it every 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes, if you put it in the oven like that, you brush it with butter or oil again. You start like that, depending on how big of your oven. And finally, it will be done, and then the skin will be good and nice. Yeah. So. Anyway.
Do you have any secret recipe, Chef, other than the classic roast chicken that we have this evening?
Yeah. I will save it for
Oh.
later. Yeah. So
Wow,
when
what
it's
do we
open,
have it? This is done.
when it's done, it will be like that.
Oh,
So I
gosh.
will teach you tonight. My other secret recipes is to make the gravy. So the gravy is really mean like from pan dripping. So if you want to do like roast chicken, normally you I forget about two things. Before you roast the chicken, you can add aromatics to the cavity. Yeah. So a lot of herbs, a lot of things,
The key is
like
a lot of herbs, a lot of vegetables.
yeah, a lot of herbs like carrot, thyme, rosemary, onions, you name it. Whatever things you want to put in the cavity. Yeah, just put it in. it will make it super nice. And my tips is that I normally like to add a little water to it. So when you and you microwave it for around 1 minute, so you get a nice aromatic flavor, and then you put the water below the chicken, so it will prevent the pans from burning, because if you add with no just with no water, it will get burned because you oven it at the high temperature. So
Let's see. That's basic physics, actually. Yeah.
and
So,
also if you don't have racks, is good for you to have a little bit of vegetable. You can put onions, potatoes, everything you put on the bottom of the chicken, so that the chicken does not stick with the pan. The gravy is actually you have just a little bit dripping from the pan. If when you
oh,
make the chicken earlier, you
That-
get the drippings. You get the oil and all the good stuff
of
that
the
dripping
chicken.
yeah.
Yeah, it
You
looks
see
good
over
already.
there, it's I don't know if you can see that, but this is like cook. So if you can see the little oil there.
The
So
juice
maybe
and also the juice from the chicken.
yeah, juice from the chicken. You
Yeah.
can see it.
I can see it. Just
Yeah.
a little bit there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I put it in there. So it's very easy that people doesn't know about. Gravy. All you need is just a little flour and chicken stock. Yeah. I'll wait this to boil. I will not make a lot, but just enough uh, for this. But it is just to give you an idea. I don't have a exact recipe for this, but normally it's depend on how big is your chicken, and that's the dripping that came out from the chicken. So, but basically, I'll give you the basic. So you wait until it's a little. I think it's a little
Yeah, we can
overwhelmed.
see. It's bubbling
yeah, yeah,
already. Okay.
Okay, so I put just a little uh, flour here, just all-purpose flour. It's fine.
This is the regular flour.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all-purpose flour until you get the consistency.
Smells like Thanksgiving already here in the studio. Okay.
See, that's only the drippings from the pan. So okay, when you get it thick enough, you know you want to have chicken stock in. Yeah. Chicken stock. Yeah. Add a little bit chicken stock. Then we're gonna wait until it's bubbly. Yeah. So that's it.
That's
And
it. Wow.
You
That-
can
That's very easy.
yeah. Basically, if you season well the chicken, you don't need to put any more salt or pepper over there. But you're welcome if you want to put like herbs like thyme, or
Wow.
rosemary.
Yeah.
Is very good flavor and pair well with chicken. So
And the consistency, I mean it always depends on the the liking of the, like, how thick or how many flour do we need?
the consistency, if you see with the, I don't bring my spoon here, but normally you can see if People say it's a nappe consistency, or if you coat the back of your spoon, that's it. Yeah. So I will dip my spoon and see if it's coat the spoon. So see. So so you have to have a mold or anything that for your pumpkin pie. Yeah. Go straight. There you go. There you go. That's your pie dough. Okay. Some people love. I like to make. If you have fork at home, just make a. I will have a pumpkin puree. Yeah. Fillings are very easy. Okay. So you get the pumpkin puree. So you know it's very yellow, orange, like a orange and brown sugar. So the color is not too bright, but not too dark. Just and then spices. Spices. Normally people put like ginger, cinnamon, all spices, and cloves. You know all the all the spices that's fragrance. But in here, it's very hard to find all spice. I replace it with nutmeg. So if that's
Oops.
there you go. You can garnish with some rosemary, some thymes. Make it nice. And if you have time to make mashed potatoes, make it wholemeal. And turkey always has cranberry sauce, and some side dish. There you go.
Nice.
The roast chicken for tonight. And the pumpkin pie. You can have whipped cream. People love whipped cream. To eat with the pumpkin. Okay. I think that's about it for tonight.
We can say grace now. Say thankful for tonight, and we can start celebrating the Thanksgiving. I hope everyone at home and all the audience watching us tonight can practice from what Chef Ivan have presented by making roast chicken and pumpkin pie. Thank you, everyone. I'm Andika Latif and Chef Ivan.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Have a good night.
Good
Happy
night.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Every time, expressing love with flowers prompts a happy smile on the beautiful face of your beloved one. Watch on to learn how to craft a DIY flower arrangement from Gaida Latifa Sudrajat, the flower designer.
So hi everyone, my name is Tiffany Helia, but typically people call me Tiff. So yes, I am a UC Davis graduate, but actually I moved to the States when I was 16. So I first moved to the States in 2012 when I was 16, and I went to a international boarding school in New York, in a tiny town called Tarrytown. And then because I thought it was a bit too cold for me, New York was a bit too cold for me, I decided to move to California to pursue my undergraduate degree in communication. So I got my Bachelor's of Arts in Communication from University of California, Davis. California was fantastic. but I thought I wanted to explore the US more, so I decided to move to the South and moved to Austin, Texas in 2018. I worked at a tech/fashion company for a year, and then in 2019, I decided to move back to Indonesia because I thought I really miss home. I've been spending about 8 years of my life in the States, so I really wanted to move back here to Indonesia and then contribute back to Indonesia. And then now I work as an internal communication specialist at ticket.com. So that's a bit about me. Back to you, Gaida.
Halo semuanya, saya Gaida Tika Sudrajat. Saya floral designer dari Gala Floral Design. Saya lulus dari ITB, Institut Teknologi Bandung, School of Business and Management di tahun 2017. Waktu kuliah saya ambil Bachelor of Entrepreneurship. Kemudian experience saya, si Gala Floral Design ini sendiri dibangun dari 2016, dari saat saya masih kuliah. Terus setelah itu saya berkecimpung di dunia event decoration, dan sekarang saya sedang menjalankan bisnis bunga ini, floral design, bisa menjual semua rangkaian bunga dan didekorasi. Gala Floral Design itu sendiri adalah floris berbasisnya masih online ya sekarang. Kita base di Bandung, dari Cihideng. Ada yang pernah main ke Lembang, kalau ada yang pernah main ke Lembang, tempat kita tuh dekat sama tempat-tempat wisata di Lembang, kayak Dusun Bambu, Lembang Park and Zoo. Nah, tempat kita tuh di dekat situ. Jadi di Cihideng, tempat-tempat bunga, semua bunga dikirim di seluruh Indonesia tuh dikirim dari sini. Nah, kita tempatnya di situ. Oke, untuk perkenalan sementara segitu dulu. Tiff, gimana Tiff? Kita mau cerita tentang Valentine kan?
Boleh, yes. So I guess I'll mix a bit Indo and English if that's okay.
Okay.
Cool. Alright. So jadi kalau tadi Gaida kan mungkin sempat mention kayak dia lamanya di Indonesia, and then she has like a flower arrangement shop in Indo. Sedangkan kalau aku mungkin experience-nya lebih banyak di US gitu. So now I think we're going to discuss a little bit more about Valentine's Day and how it's different between the how we celebrate things in the States and how we celebrate things in Indonesia. So first, I'll share you a bit about I guess what I've experienced in the States before. I researched a little bit. So apparently Valentine's Day itu awalnya sebenarnya it's not linked to romance, tapi lebih ke commemorate atau merayakan harinya Saint Valentine, which is one of the, if I'm not mistaken, one of the saint in the Catholic or / Christian religion. Dan jadi during this day itu ada kayak feast atau ya perayaan lah untuk dedicate waktunya ini untuk Saint Valentine. Cuma pada tahun sekitar 1375, jadi perhaps hint-hint ini bisa clue buat quiznya ya yang tadi James sempat mention di awal. Awalnya tuh di-associate sama romance itu karena ada satu puisi nih Gaida, namanya puisinya Parliament of Fowls by Geoffrey Chaucer. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm so sorry, but it's like he's a very famous poet. Dan pada di poemnya itu dia sempat mention bahwa during this Saint Valentine's Feast Day, orang-orang tuh biasanya juga merayakan kayak kasih sayang, cinta. Nah dari situlah orang-orang mulai associate kayak Valentine's Day itu tuh hari di mana kita menunjukkan kasih sayang atau cinta kita. Nah, sekarang Valentine's Day itu mungkin as we all know, itu di mana kita merayakan hari kasih sayang dengan our loved ones, be it our friends or partners or like romantic partners and such, di tanggal 14 Februari dengan misalnya bunga ini, misalnya contohnya aku ngambil dari your Instagram ya Teh ya. Misalnya bunga di sini ada roses gitu, atau mungkin chocolates, atau misalnya cards or candies or something like that. Nah, kalau misalnya perayaannya Valentine's US itu gimana sih? Nah, mungkin aku pertama bakal sharing tentang my first experience in New York ya waktu itu, Gaida dan teman-teman di sini. Jadi, my first time experiencing this was back in 2012, so I was about 16 years old. Aku tuh pertama kali di SMA itu Gaida ada namanya kayak Secret Admirer. Jadi biasanya every Valentine's Day, itu kalau di sekolah aku tuh untuk penggalangan dana biasanya. Biasanya dananya itu karena kan Valentine's identik dengan hati ya. Jadi biasanya we did this like charity thing where we jual roses or jual cards, and then persisnya dari situ atau keuntungannya dari situ akan kita kasih ke charity yang berhubungan sama jantung karena kan heart ya. Nah, di situ aku dapat ini nih roses sama kayak kartu gitu dari Secret Admirer. Jadi dari penjualan si kartu sama Secret Admirer ini di profitnya dikasih ke kayak this one heart association in the States. Kalau di sekolah aku sih kurang lebih seperti itu. Cuma kalau di New Yorknya sendiri, as we all know, New York itu kan kayak banyak lampu-lampu, ada Times Square, ada Empire State Building. Kalau di Times Square sendiri, waktu itu sempat di tahun 2012 ada instalasi nih, Gede sama teman-teman. Nah, instalasinya kurang lebih kayak gini. Jadi ada kayak hati gitu, tapi hatinya terbentuk dari es. Biasanya kalau Februari memang di New York tuh is a bit cold ya, gitu.
Ya,
Jadi
masih
kayak
dingin ya.
yes, jadi ice-nya nggak meleleh nih beda gitu. Kalau misalnya di summer mungkin bakal meleleh banget ya, karena kalau New York biasanya in the summer is a bit hot. Tapi kalau misalnya untuk di February, I think it's perfect. Mereka bikin installation dari ice di tengah-tengah Times Square juga yang orang rame gitu ya. Dan ini it was quite eye-catching lah untuk orang-orang, especially tourists. Satu lagi nih, kalau misalnya teman-teman mungkin pernah dengar lagu Empire State of Mind atau lagunya Jay-Z sama Alicia Keys yang New York State of Mind. Nah, itu tuh mereka mention about Empire State Building ya. Nah, Empire State Building itu biasanya memang kalau ada hari-hari besar atau hari-hari spesial, paling atasnya itu lampunya berubah. So they change the lights, the colors of the lights. Untuk February sendiri biasanya mereka ubahnya jadi kayak pink sama merah, which is identik sama Valentine banget nih. Gitu. Nah, nextnya nih, jadi kan tadi kita ngomongin New York, and then nextnya I moved to California. Nah, di California sendiri mungkin orang mungkin mikirnya kayak California kan it's such a romantic place gitu, LA and Hollywood and everything. Tapi ada yang unik nih, Gaida sama teman-teman. Di California, tempat deket aku sekolah, which is San Francisco. Di San Francisco tuh ada namanya pillow fight untuk ngerayain Hari Valentine bagi orang-orang yang anti-Valentine. Jadi ada nih orang-orang yang kayak, aduh, I don't want to celebrate love during Valentine's Day. This is what I'm gonna do. Jadi mereka di ada namanya Justin Herman Plaza, itu salah satu plaza yang mungkin di tengah kota San Francisco. It's a big place lah in San Francisco. Orang-orang berkumpul, lalu di situ mereka melakukan kayak this giant pillow fight. Jadi kayak ini nggak akan disediain pillow-nya atau segala macam. Jadi mereka bawa pillow masing-masing, and then they just went at it. They went at each other, terus kayak pillow fight gitu. Dan itu emang seru banget sih. Kalau misalnya mungkin sekarang karena pandemic it's a bit difficult to do it ya, karena kan kayak physical distancing and everything. Tapi sepengingatan aku sih waktu pas tahun 2018, 2019 itu lumayan happening banget sih.
Nah, sebenarnya kalau Valentine di Indonesia sendiri itu lebih boring dibandingkan Valentine di Amerika kayaknya. Soalnya ada sama kayak di Amerika tadi Tiffany cerita ada kubu yang tadi yang pillow itu yang kayak gebuk-gebukan bantal itu, di sini juga sebenarnya ada kubu di mana orang yang anti Valentine emang sampai kayak Valentine menolak Valentine, sampai demo kayak gitu tuh ada juga yang kayak gitu. Nah, tapi di kubu sebelah sini yang emang merayakan Valentine, biasanya Valentine di Indonesia itu dirayakan dengan dinner di hotel. Biasanya tuh hotel-hotel tuh menjelang Valentine dia buka paket-paket dinner gitu buat couple, khusus buat couple. Di tanggal 14 Februari malamnya mereka pada open dinner buat orang-orang, bisa didekor si mejanya buat candlelight dinner gitu, atau sekadar dinner doang. Biasanya udah dipakai-paketin sama hotel. Selain itu, di Indonesia tuh sebenarnya kalau misalnya tradisi tuh ngasih bunga, ngasih coklat, terus kayak mereka main ke tempat-tempat wisata yang emang mereka ngasih promo buat Valentine. Ada kan kayak masuk tempat wisata ini atau enggak main ice skating di mall nih, kalau misalnya hari Valentine, dekat-dekat Valentine ada promo buat couple. Nah, biasanya couple-couple di Indonesia tuh memanfaatkan si momen itu buat
ini ya.
main sama pasangannya gitu. Nah, yang paling identik di Indonesia tuh bunga dan coklat. Sama kayak di Amerika sih sebenarnya. Kayak emang karena ngikutin kan. Kalau tujuan orang ngasih bunga ke pasangannya tuh di hari Valentine biasanya karena untuk express love pertama, terus karena pasangan yang minta, atau bahkan nih kalau misalnya pengalaman aku ya di florist aku ini, kalau misalnya deket-deket Valentine itu tuh ada pasangan yang malah yang pesannya tuh ceweknya buat dirinya sendiri. Terus udah gitu self love, tapi billnya kalau kasihin ke cowok aku ya. gitu.
Nggak mau rugi.
Iya, bilnya dikasihin ke cowoknya. Atau kode-kode kayak dia ngirimin kontak cowoknya buat aku kirimin price list biar ntar cowoknya ya udah tinggal pesan aja gitu. Ya, ceweknya yang pilih sendiri, cowoknya yang tinggal bayar, kayak gitu juga banyak. Terus ada yang emang ngasih itu karena takut istrinya atau ceweknya ngambek. Jadi kayak aku tuh udah reminder kayak, jadi gini, si florist aku tuh udah jadi reminder mereka tiap tahun di deket-deket Valentine atau mereka titip tanggal anniversary misalnya, kayak ingetin kirimin price list deket-deket itu karena jadi biar mereka tinggal, oh yaudah tinggal order yang ini, alamatnya udah ada, kontak istrinya udah ada, jadi tinggal mereka siapin ucapan di tahun itu, tinggal kirim kayak gitu. Kayak gitu, karena istrinya misalnya ngambek nih kalau teman-temannya dapet, dia enggak, jadi kan nggak bisa update di sosmed kayak gitu. Kebanyakan emang karena FOMO juga sih ya, orang-orang pesan bunga sama coklat. Nah, terus ini yang tadi aku ceritain nih, gara-gara promo jadi orang-orang tuh ikut-ikutan gitu. Nih ada promo coklat kayak di semua supermarket, kalau misalnya di Indonesia tuh bikin display Valentine. Bikin kayak section coklat khusus edisi Valentine, mulai dari Indomaret yang kayak minimarket gitu sampai ke supermarket yang gede di mall juga pasti bikin section coklat gini, Valentinean. Nah, kurang lebihnya gitu sih kalau misalnya di Indonesia orang-orang celebrate Valentine ya, kurang lebih kayak gitu.
Cuma tadi teh aku something yang menarik sih. Jadi kan tadi you mention about promo ya di supermarket lah ya, di supermarket, di minimarket tuh ada promo-promo coklat gitu ya teh. Sebenarnya di US juga ada. Cuma typically people buy the chocolates after the Valentine's Day. Jadi biasanya kan suka banyak kayak jualnya langsung kayak satu al tuh bisa coklat semua, right? And then the next day tuh orang udah nggak ada yang mau beli lagi karena habis Valentine's Day. Jadi di price-nya dipotong jadi setengah gitu. Usually they have like 50, 60 to 70% off. Jadi misalnya
udah
kayak
promo jadi dipromoin lagi ya.
Iya, betul. Jadi misalnya kayak let's say aku beli coklat A nih, coklat A di hari Valentine's, I buy it for like let's say berapa ya? $5 misalnya, $5. Nah, itu besoknya bisa didiskon. Jadi kayak cuma $2,5 atau bahkan $1. Jadi istilahnya kayak mereka mau ngabisin stok aja. Cause like no one's really gonna buy like a Valentine's Day themed chocolate atau kayak flowers or anything. Pada saat udah nggak Valentine's Day lagi. Jadi biasanya what I do tuh gitu. Kalau misalnya beli coklatnya bukan hari hanya teh, biasanya I buy it like the day after, cause it's really cheap usually.
Oh, udah diskon lagi.
Diskon lagi, betul.
Ada beberapa item ya. Yang pertama ada vasnya yang di dalamnya udah ada oasis. Nah, si oasis ini tuh untuk nanti nusuk-nusuk bunganya ke dalam oasis ini. Terus yang kedua ada package flower yang isinya bunga-bunga. Kan aku ada nyimpen beberapa paket gitu kan. Ada bunga mawar kering, sama baby thread ini namanya. Nah, yang ketiga ada bagian daun foliage.
Guys, excuse me, punten sebentar. I think
kameranya ya.
Kamera HP-nya belum, punten.
Sorry, bentar ya.
So before we start, guys, si TGD ini ada kamera satu lagi, jadi you guys can see better ya pada saat arrange-nya.
Ada detail ya di sini.
Yes.
Ada bagian daun-daun. Sama ada satu lagi nih. Ada bunganya. Kita tusukin daunnya. Untuk lebih mudah, sebentar ya. Untuk lebih mudah pakai gunting. Si gunting yang tadi. Dipotong diagonal batangnya. Dipotongnya diagonal supaya gampang nusuk ke oasisnya. Sekarang untuk main flowernya yang ini, di kawat yang ada di belakang gunting yang aku siapin itu untuk bikin batang dari main flower ini. Ini namanya bunga lontar. Yang ini disimpan di belakang bunganya. Ada batangnya kan yang ngejulur gini, nih. Ada kayak talinya gitu, tapi dia nggak tegak. Ini bisa dipakein selotip. Jadi bawa selotip. Kalau kalian ada selotip di rumah, si kawatnya tempelin ke, kawatnya ditempelin ke sini, diselotipin. Jadi biar kawat sama talinya menyatu. Kalian simpan ini di tengah-tengah pas.
Jadi kayak ini center point-nya gitu guys.
Ya. Jadi main flowernya dia nih, si bunga lontar ini. Bahasa Inggrisnya papyrus. Nah, kemudian si mawarnya bisa dipakai buat kayak support flowernya di belakang.
Udah semua sih harusnya.
Terus kita pakai baby breath yang ini.
Itu baby breath tuh ada wanginya nggak sih teh?
Itu
pertanyaan asal banget ya.
Kenapa namanya baby breath? Karena wangi itu kayak wangi nafas bayi.
Oh, interesting.
Ini beneran wangi nafas bayi. Kalau sekarang mungkin udah enggak gitu wangi karena ini bunga kering ya. Tapi kalau bunga freshnya ini wangi nafas bayi.
Oh, fun fact guys.
Fun fact.
I see. Oke.
Liatin dong.
Iya.
Rangkaiannya
Nah, you can buka the flower on the top. Oke, ada Kak Muhammad Mufti udah oke. Terus ada Kak Atika, Kak Desi, Kak Nadia, Kak Tiara.
Ada gerakan namanya no floral foam. Karena kan si floral foam ini tuh kayak merusak lingkungan, terus nggak baik lah buat environment. Jadi orang-orang tuh mengganti si floral foam ini atau oasis ini pakai kawat ayam. Tahu nggak kawat ayam yang chicken wire juga sih disebutnya kalau misalnya di US. Jadi si kawat ayamnya tuh dimasukin ke dalam vas, dimasukin air, jadi penyangga si tangkai-tangkai bunganya. Jadi tangkai bunganya dimasukin ke vas, jadi dia nggak geser-geser kan. Kalau bunga dimasukin ke vas yang besar kan nanti dia geser sini. Nah itu tuh ditahannya pakai si chicken wire tadi untuk mengganti oasis ini. Kalau sekarang nih kita ngerangkai pakai oasis kan tancap bunga dia langsung diam. Dimana kita tancepin si bunganya itu kan dia kayak stay di situ. Nah tapi kalau misalnya nggak pakai oasis, ketika kita simpen dia tuh bakal gerak-gerak. Kalau mawar kan ini mawarnya. Ini mawar yang fresh. Ini lili. Kalau kalian beberapa kali pegang bunga, kalian akan bisa ngebedain si tekstur antara bunga lili dan bunga mawar tuh beda gitu. Akan bisa kering dan yang nanti tuh dia kalau udah layu, kalau udah gak bisa dipakai dia tuh layu jadinya, bukan jadi kering. Jadinya layu. Terus dia nggak bisa stay kayak gini bentuknya nih. Aku kayak punya yang udah layu. Jadinya dia layu, terus dia bakal
kurang cantik ya teh.
Nggak cantik, jadi dia kayak hancur gitu. Si kelopaknya tuh jadinya hancur. Nah, untuk mudahnya ngebedain antara bunga yang mana yang bisa dikeringin sama enggak, ketika dia disimpan, si kelopaknya tuh stay layu. Layunya tetap stay di batangnya, atau layunya dia hancur. Kalau yang hancur itu kemungkinan nggak bisa dikeringin. Untuk mudahnya kayak gitu.
Iya, I think everyone's very talented.
Buat semuanya, sebelumnya thank you udah join. Hope we can meet next time dengan cara yang langsung ya. Jadi kita bisa langsung ngerangkai bunganya, dilihat di tempat langsung. See you next time guys. That's it everyone. We hope you've had as much fun as we did as we celebrate many different themes each month. Make sure you stay updated with our upcoming events by visiting our website at www.atamerica.or.id and watch our live streams. Also, follow our social media at ATAmerica for amazing content. See you on the next episode of At America Pop-Up Throwback.